welcome to my video. So I can probably get Catnap to work with VIU Pitcher with the latest VIU version, because if I install it through Nix Package Manager or through the configuration file, it will indeed copy version 1.4.0 and I need 1.5.0. So to install this, I need Cargo, but Cargo, I don't think NixOS, like, things are stored into an environment which is in /nix.store, which I trying to get, like, I'm using this like a traditional like Linux system, which has all those linkers, all these paths. The way NixOS works is they do environment. This is why Home Manager and all the Flake stuff is important to the system, because how the system is structured to be worked at. But I'm going to do something a little bit different, and it's probably not the normal way of doing things, but using NixOS is not normal users. We all do different hacks, different way of doing things. But look, I will get VIU 1.5.0 to work with Catnap without linkers and without having it in NixStore, and just do it all by path. So how I'm going to install VIU, I'm going to do Nix dash the Nix dash shell dash P, and then I'm going to do cargo. Okay, what this is going to do is going to create a Nix shell. Yeah, it's supposed to load up Catnap, but I don't have it anymore. I remove it. If you see it above there, I remove all of that, because I was just doing some testing. I hadn't really fully done it. I'm just like, I'm going to do this live in a video just for fun. Anyway, so I'm going to do cargo install VIU, okay? Let's do this in root. Yeah, I meant install. My bad. So it will indeed compile the file. It won't complain about CC not found. But if I do this on, the actual host environment, it won't. It will say like it cannot find the compiler. But if I do this within Nix shell, it will. And I think that's where Nix shell comes in hand, whereas you can install source by using Nix shell, or I don't know. Anyways. So it will store it into cargo/bin. So if I want to take that VIU program, I can actually store that into my /local bin by doing. I can do sudo cp /root /cargo/bin/viu, and then I'm going to move that to /user/local/bin. Now it will copy this file to that area, and it won't delete it, even though if I leave the Nix shell, because the Nix shell, wherever, like when I have this execute right now in Nix shell, it's there for now, but when I exit out of this shell, it will not be there no more. It's kind of like Docker, or kind of like a sandbox environment. So if I exit, okay, and if I do sudo su, and I go to root, and I go to and I want to go to cargo. Is it like that? Yeah, it'd be cargo. Yeah, cargo. Oh, there is still there. But, okay, let's say if I exit out of the terminal, okay? Now let's load the terminal back up, okay? Let's do, okay, let's go to /root. I don't think there's a, so So yeah, cargo is still there, isn't it? So it did kept it there. Okay, well, interesting. Last time it deleted it. But anyways, if I do rm-rf.cargo, I will delete that. Okay, so now that I have VIU in /user local bin, so if I type /user local bin, and then I type VIU dash V, capital V, I indeed have VIU 1.5.0, which I need because Catnap requires this. Now, this is where things get kind of fun here. So, I did spot the source code. So if I go to Catnap source code here, I have Catnap right here. So if I go to source and I go to Catnap lib, and I go to drawlin, and I go to render, I'm going to open this with Kate. Now I'm going to search for VIU. Okay, so I'm gonna, you could do edit and you could do find and replace. So let's do VIU and replace it to /user/local/bin/VIU. So let's replace all that. And replace 3 things, because I know that because for a fact. So if I put this bigger, so anywhere in, so VIU right here, see? It will now do that. So it should link it to that. So let's just save that, okay? And then I'm gonna basically go to Catnap and I'm gonna do nim install. Okay. Now this should work. So I will need to grab my my Catnap from my Arch Linux system and get the configuration file from there, because it does overwrite the configuration file. I'll just copy the directory and paste it here. Overwrite, apply to all, overwrite. Okay, and a moment of truth, this should work. There you go. Ain't I'm smart. You see, that's how you get Catnap working properly on NixOS. It's a little hack, but it works. It does the trick. So if you guys want to have, like VIU with the correct version, because on NixOS the package version is 1.4.0. Even if you would go on unstable package, it's still 1.4.0. It's not even updated to 1.5.0, which I have to do it this way for it to actually function properly. And that is really cool. I am really happy with that. And I really like NixOS. Even you can do things your way without using the Nix way or doing flakes or all these other things. I can just do this. It's good for that. They're good for different reasons. But this was the easy little hack I just had to do. And I didn't test this out before the video. I actually figured, I'm like, it's gonna work, because I just had to find where the source code, how it displayed the path of VIU. And I was like, well, I can install VIU through Nix shell. I just want to see if it will compile it, because it doesn't do it on your standard environment like this. It will do it in Nix shell for some odd reason. Still learning NixOS, so I don't know how it all works. But yeah, anyways, that's really cool. I'm glad I got my Catnap working properly. So that's really awesome. So that's how I fixed that problem. And also with Gentoo, it keeps powering off my B-Link. I think it's too powerful for my B-Link. I don't know, it's overheating something, or it's doing something. It's powering off, like the device is powering off because I think it's overheating. I think it's Gen 2 runs your system quite hard. Even if you have a good desktop and all, like it'll run it, but I find that the system is hard on your hardware. I just don't want to use a system like that. I'd rather use like NixOS or Arch Linux, where it's keep it simple, it's lightweight, it's powerful. It doesn't like I love compiling sources. Don't get me wrong. I will actually compile sources on all distributions if I don't have it inside the package manager or a binary source, or if I need a certain version, I can do it a different way. Like NixOS is a little bit different compared to other distributions, but you still can probably compile things within Nix shell. So, and you can just transfer the binary to your /user/local/bin. I don't think you can make linkers to it, but you can always do like what I done with this, like just change the code path to where that program is stored. And anyway, it's gonna work. Anyway, so that's how I got Catnap to work fully properly the way I want it to work with the image with the proper VIU, because on their VIU package needs to be updated. But anyways, you can install the latest VIU package by doing that way. Also, VIU is a program written in Rust it's a C program written in Rust that you can load up images into your terminal, like you see here with a system fetch program, and this is Catnap. So that's how you do it. If you guys are wondering, that's how I do it. There's probably other ways of doing things, but this is pretty keep it simple, stupid. I love NixOS. It's a system I'm gonna stick with. I like it better than Gentoo personally, and it runs really well. And I actually run this, and I actually installed this with Btrfs. So this is using Btrfs. I want to do that with all my other Nix systems. I want to use Btrfs. I do like NixOS. It's easy to set up because I just take my configuration file and I have all my programs that I need. And basically, I just transfer that configuration file to another computer, and I just rebuilt the system. And it basically builds my base. And I just take my dot files that I save with dja.dup program, and I just restore my dot home directory onto my Nix system, and there you go. I have my Nix setup already set up, and it takes probably a while to install NixOS because I don't know, it just takes a long time. But once it's all done installing, like the process of putting my programs and my dot files, it doesn't take that long. And then I have my system's up and going, like as you see right here. It didn't take me long to set up this system. It's a lot easier than Gentoo, that's for sure. Anyways, that is my video. Hope this was kind of useful for people. Maybe not, but it was kind of fun to just figure out Catnap and VIU and how it all works and how to get it working on NixOS without any problems. Cheers.